Hello, welcome to another episode of Timeless Interiors. I'm Holly Dixon, and we're at 324 Moss Creek Drive in the beautiful Moss Creek Plantation, where we've designed, set up, staged, and sold a beautiful home that we'd like to show you a little bit more of. So come on inside and take a look with us. Well, here we are inside of this beautiful home, and Morgan is of course here with me as she did most of the design selections throughout the entire home. We did a reconstruction inside of this home because it was a little bit dated and the floor plan had too many walls that existed.
Well, originally in the home, as you know, there was a wall here, there was an extra bar in here. We reconfigured the kitchen space and as well as other main areas, which we'll see later on. Well, in this house, as you know, we knocked out walls, we redid bathrooms, we redid the kitchen floor plan, we took out stairwell completely to the second floor and completely reconfigured the stairway. So it's a whole new layout for the house. I'm very excited to show everybody.
As well as, of course, we ditched the old floor, the old wall colors, and the old style that went along with the home. It had an old bar area, and things have changed. We'll show you that with our end selections as well as all the way through with what we've changed and what we've updated in the look. But right now, we want to take a look at the finished kitchen product. We've used a wonderful white, clean, contemporary shaker, and some people are afraid to mix up those colors still. It's very, very common to see an island done in one color and the perimeter cabinets done in another. Don't be afraid to shake it up a little bit. That's what this is all about, bringing all those tones together. Morgan, tell us a little bit about the selections on the kitchen and the floor that we've done and how we contemporized the space.
Well, previously there was an island that shot out in an L shape, really cutting off the space from the rest of the area in the kitchen. So we decided we needed to open this up, make more of a galley style kitchen, and change the cabinetry so you get a full view from the front of the house to the back of the house. They have spectacular views in this house, and we really wanted to take advantage of that. So, and to do that, we rearranged the windows, we recentered them, we gave them an office area. We have beautiful wood flooring in that brightens and lightens and makes the space richer. It's just, it makes a wonderful contrast with the cabinetry and the other selections we've done.
I love the selections we pulled together. It definitely brought the space to life. Morgan, I love the dining room table. Again, the shape is unusual. It fits this space so perfectly. Tell us a little bit about the selections here in the dining room.
Well, the purpose in the dining room, given that most kitchens are very angular, I wanted to bring in something that had some round features in it, but still looked a little bit more updated. So we've got this gray wash table here with a leaf in it that can accommodate up to 10 people. So that works very well, and it's still round, but it still has some angles, and it still has that great focal point when you walk through the front door. So you hit the flowers and the table and the beautiful settings, and then the china cabinet behind. So again, it's all about those layerings and getting that focal point and drawing your eye through the space.
And I see you staying with all the appropriate coastal colors, but you're bringing into this area the blue. And I like the blues with the teals mixed in this space. It really does reflect beautifully off of what we've done in the entry.
Well, it was an easy choice to go to. It seemed to make sense. Plus, please notice also that the colors on the blue are all different colors. There's some light blue and there's some dark blue, and with some silver accents on the chargers. So it can all certainly work. You just have to play with it until you feel comfortable with it. But it makes it more interesting when everything is not matchy-matchy.
Yes, it sure does. And that's why I love my job. It's something different with every home. One of the most important things that we found coming into this home is that we needed to open up the space. We needed to accommodate the lifestyle that people live right now and enjoy in their homes. So when you came in, we opened up both sides where we had closed walls. Initially, when we walked into the home, you walked right into one of those dated metal spiral staircases. We all know them. Morgan suggested a change in the floor plan so that we could accommodate a very updated staircase that was more functional for everyone that would live in the home. But I love how we opened up the entire area to the kitchen, still giving the large wide open spaces so the home felt even larger than it actually is with square footage. And that's one of the tricks with designing and re-engineering a floor plan on a home that's already been built for many, many years. So it takes a little bit of knowledge on the lifestyle and the engineering process, and at Timeless Interiors, we're more than ready to help you to find that lifestyle that works the best for you and the function of your home.
Well, as you know, in this room, it was so important for this room to flow in contact with the other rooms. So when you walk in, now you get this beautiful custom-made, custom-finished piece that Timeless can do, and matching any of their interior, which obviously we did, and it looks spectacular there. So there's a focal point there. And then you view around to the right side as you enter, and you notice that the cutouts in the wall are specifically intended to pull your eye in and give you a focal point over the dining area, where previously there were windows and shelves there, but they were unnecessary and didn't do anything for this space, so we took them out. So now you have dedicated spaces that have focal points and will draw your eye from one space to another, along with the flow and the furniture. As you notice, the colors are not all black and white and not all the same, but they subtly change, creating a flow and an interest with drama and layers.
Wait, just a minute, Morgan. Let's dial this back for a second. Did you say that this beautiful custom piece was custom finished along with the chairs at the wonderful shop where we custom finish a lot of our furniture for stagings and for clients' homes? We love that current teal, the blue-green, and it was the perfect piece for that space.
It looks like $1 million without being $1 million.
That's exactly right. And we were able to feed off from those colors and graduate into the grays and keep it all current, keep it all transitional, and meld with other pieces that we have in the spaces already.
That's right. And it looks old but new and refreshed. And that's the wonderful thing that we can do, is take something that you have and refresh it. And it's one of the many services that we provide that near and endears me to Timeless, because we do so many different things.
Morgan, I love the openness of this space in the family room, the main hub of the home. It plays so nicely off of the kitchen and the new entry, and the selections. Tell us a little bit more about the selections.
Well, we started off with this home with lots of neutral colors, which is always a safe bet, and it makes things contemporary. And I always try to start with more traditional pieces and then add pops of color in there to update it, and keeping the house very low country, very peaceful, but yet very elegant at the same time. It's important to have that balance, especially in the low country area in Moss Creek.
And I love the coral color.
I do too.
The coral mixed with that light teal, again, matching the custom piece in the entry. We're again reinforcing and bridging this forward throughout the home. So it's nice to repeat those, but this space also has its own individual identity with the coral added.
That's correct. And that's part of those layering of colors. So the colors aren't the same in every room, but there is a flow. And there's tricks to that, and we can help you at Timeless to do that.
We'll be returning right after the break. Stay tuned for more Timeless Interiors. Don't forget about our new location on Bluffton Parkway. We've got a beautiful new facility that's over 50,000 square feet, where we've managed to put in 100,000 square feet of furnishings. You've got to come see all of the beautiful coastal selections that we have available for immediate purchase. Welcome back to Timeless Interiors. Here we are in the master bedroom, and I love the selections, Morgan. Mixing the reclaimed, the old with the new, all of that comes up with such a marvelous combination. So tell us a little bit about these selections and how you came to these.
Well, given that we're in the Low Country and we're in Moss Creek, we wanted to freshen it up, but we also had some wonderful reclaimed pieces from Europe that we get specifically for our company. So we want to mix those olds with the new and keep it fresh, but also make sure that there's longevity. So in a few years, you're not going to get tired of it. You're going to love it. So we've got some older nightstands that are more traditional in feel, along mixed in with the headboard, which is reclaimed wood and hand carved and cut out the shape. And then we've got a reclaimed mirror and a reclaimed chest with a more Drexel Heritage beautiful custom bench, as well as the chair behind us. So, and we also topped everything off with silver accents to really make everything pop and make it look rich and luxurious.
Okay, again, the questions that come into our showroom time and again, people can't see themselves doing a rug that has a little bit more of a geometric or has a little bit more of a contemporary style, mixing this new style with the old woods, which is why we want to show you and tell you that it does work, that combining these is exactly the way we want to pull together the finished product that reflects your life and your personality. Everyone loves these new styles coming in, and it works with all the reclaimed and all the old woods. And the other thing I wanted to point out, Morgan, is the nightstands. Again, we're going to an older style on the nightstand, just like what we have the headboard. Now, if someone was in the showroom, I don't think that they would say, oh, let's pull a style of nightstand like this to go with a reclaimed master bedroom. But when you see it together and you introduce a wonderful solid matelassé in the same color as the nightstand, it ties it all together brilliantly. And I think you can see by the shows that we do how you can mix those pieces and get the best results. But another thing that you did was the complete remodel on the master bathroom. Redesigned, refinished, refreshed, everything. And wow, is that not the view?
It is, and it's the showstopper. So you get to take this luxurious bath, and it is just beautiful. So you walk into this luxurious hotel spa like bathroom, and I'm very excited about it. It was a great project to work on, and well, this bathroom was a complete gut and overhaul. It had a completely different layout, and what we wanted to focus on were the focal points. Straight in, when you walk into the master, you see this beautiful tub, spa tub with a picture overhead. It really draws you into the bathroom as a starting point. And then you can see that we use more natural organic river rocks in the shower to blend in with the marble. It was important to have that more organic feel in there with the shiny. So you've got some organic plus you've got some shiny, and that makes a nice mix for, again, some longevity and the Low Country feel. Then you get to come out and see this beautiful furniture in this beautiful view on this beautiful house.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate.
This home wasn't for sale. Some investors purchased this home to do a flip on it. They contracted with us earlier in the game, so we were able to help with all the selections all the way through. It didn't stay on the market very long. It sold right away, and we can see why. Well, one of the things that you'll find when you come into Timeless Interiors is it could be a little bit overwhelming. We've got so many things in our building. We've got over 50,000 square feet of furniture, And it is all in there, isn't it?
It really is, and it can be, having people walking through for the first time, it's nice to have a little heads up. But what it is quality, Century, Habersham, Henredon. It's quality, handmade, custom furniture, and it's unlike anything else that you'll find.
Well, I love that we've got designers right there so they can help you put the room together. So you're not left on your own. Sometimes you want to be alone and sometimes you need a designer's input. Either way, we're just there to help you. But I'm sure that you'll find what you need at Timeless Interiors on Bluffton Parkway. Well, I love this space. It's absolutely adorable. You know I love those refreshing colors. I'm all about color. But Morgan, I love what you've done and you selected, and we were bold in the direction that we took this. Tell us a little bit about how you came to these selections.
Well, I think every house should have a little fun and whimsy in it. And this is one of those rooms. So this would be great for an adult guest, or it could be great for kids coming to visit, grandkids. So it has a little mix of color. People shouldn't be afraid to mix it. It has a little whimsy in the chair that followed through with the bedding. And then you've got some real tasteful, elegant side ments, some very classical, original art on the walls, as well as, again, the custom colored Drexel sofa table that we used here as a nightstand between the two beds.
One of the things I want to point out again, that more questions that come into the showroom, and I want you to see and explore this space so that you realize the mix of colors that works so nicely together when you see them. But also, Morgan, people are concerned about mixing styles. If you see, we have very, very sleek metal headboards with this bed, and the bulk of the mass comes from just the comforters and the color and the piece in between the two. Now, I know that most people wouldn't put a console like that between the two twin beds, but in this case, it works beautifully. We don't have to have a nightstand in between every set of twin beds. And the other thing I wanted to comment on is the style mixing. That's where we're going with this. Now, the print on the matelassé, it's very different than the print on these chairs. But the flow is so beautiful together because the colors blend naturally. But people might question, okay, doesn't this have a little bit of an Asian flavor on that matelassé print? And it does, but the colors just combine so beautifully with these chairs. I love how we mix and come up with that perfect combination so it's unique and refreshing.
There are reasons why those work, and we can help you solve those issues because it works for a reason. There are formulas for these things. There are patterns that time and time again that we use no matter what kind of palette you have, and it works. And then you use the tan and the taupe colors to mediate between the two. So it
kind
of
calms it down a little bit,
correct.
Right? Yes, it balances. And you know, that's the beauty. Every one of these pieces was selected in stock at Timeless Interiors. We're located on Bluffton Parkway. You know we moved about 2 years ago, but we're on Bluffton Parkway and we have an enormous building that's filled with so many different style options, so many different colors, so many different manufacturers. And we do that for one reason. I know people walk in the door and they say, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming. And it may be to you, but that's why we're there to assist you. It's nice to have the different options so you can sit in every chair, see what feels the best to you. So you can sit in so many sofas. People say they walk in, they don't know what to do. There's just so much. And all of that is true, but we're here to guide you through the process as you set up your home for yourself. And this is just an example of how we meld those things together. And also we show you examples of these at the showroom as well as on TV. So we can reference those different styles and colors and how we pull that all together. Well, Morgan, we've got a guest master, and this is the third bedroom of the home. And I know this is a little expected because the style has been around, but for people moving to this area, a guest master, it really works. Tell us a little bit more about the selections that you've made in this space.
Well, in this space, we wanted to use something a little different, a little bit more traditional in what people think of as an island house. It can still has that feel of being belonging to the house, but it has its own separate identity, and that's okay, because so many people love this split bamboo headboards and the old traditional dark woods that has more of an island feel. Again, with the flat weave rug that we used and the colors we used, I wanted a little unexpected in here because the house has been traditionally had a series of colors that were continual and flowed, and I wanted this space to be unique unto itself. So we chose these more island colors.
And I love the chairs, Morgan. You've got a wonderful little sitting area, charming space, and I love the cream. Going with that distressed aged cream, again, it kind of, you know, everything is not overpowering. By lightening up those chairs, you have a great balance in this space.
Absolutely, and it's, again, marrying an older style and bringing it back to life and reviving it, and we can see how it still looks contemporary and fresh in this setting.
Another home. There's nothing not to love about this beautiful home in Moss Creek. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Timeless Interiors. We've sure enjoyed showing and educating you a little bit more on the design process that we go through day to day. And just remember, great designs aren't just a fad, they're timeless.